And there is Karl-Anthony Towns.
Give me a chance. Give me a chance to be great. I want to be great. So.
Karl-Anthony Towns, a name synonymous with versatility in the modern NBA. Did you know that Towns is one of only 3 players in NBA history to average at least 22 points, 11 rebounds, and shoot over 39% from 3 for his career? This incredible stat highlights his rare combination of size and skill. He's even on pace to join the exclusive 50-40-90 club, a feat almost unheard of for a big man. But what makes Karl-Anthony Towns truly unique, and how does he stack up against the NBA's all-time greats? In this video, we'll explore the journey of Karl-Anthony Towns, from his early days as a high school phenom to his current role as one of the NBA's most polarizing stars. We'll also dive into how he compares to legends like Dirk Nowitzki and Kevin Garnett, and what he needs to do to cement his legacy. Let's get started. Born on November 15, 1995 in Edison, New Jersey, Karl-Anthony Towns grew up in a basketball-loving family. His father, Karl Towns Sr., was a former collegiate basketball player and coach, and his mother, Jacqueline Cruz, was his biggest supporter. Towns' early life was a testament to hard work and dedication. By middle school, he was already turning heads with his size and skill. Towns attended St. Joseph High School in Metuchen, New Jersey, where he quickly became a national sensation. Leading his team to 3 state championships, Cat's dominance was unmatched. His ability to stretch the floor with a reliable three-point shot, combined with his defensive presence, made him a unicorn even before the term became popular in NBA circles. Before heading to college, Towns made waves internationally by representing the Dominican Republic in basketball, playing against grown professionals while still a teenager. This experience gave him an edge and prepared him for the physicality of higher levels. At the University of Kentucky, under the tutelage of John Calipari, Towns became a force to be reckoned with. Despite playing limited minutes on a stacked roster, his per 36-minute stats showcased his potential: 19.5 points, 12.7 rebounds, and 4.3 blocks. Towns led Kentucky to an undefeated regular season and a Final Four appearance, solidifying his status as the projected number 1 overall pick. In the 2015 NBA Draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves selected Karl-Anthony Towns with the first overall pick. Immediately, he was hailed as the future of the franchise, a big man who could dominate inside while also stepping out to hit threes. Towns' rookie season didn't just meet expectations, it shattered them. He averaged 18.3 points, 10.5 rebounds, and 1.7 blocks per game while shooting over 54% from the field and 34% from beyond the arc. For his efforts, he was unanimously named NBA Rookie of the Year, becoming the 5th player in history to achieve that honor. "He's not just a good rookie, he's already one of the best big men in the league," said one analyst. NBA legend Kevin Garnett, who mentored Towns in his rookie season, once said, "Cat's got the tools to be one of the greats. It's just about putting it all together." Over the next few years, Towns continued to develop into one of the league's brightest stars. His sophomore season saw him improve his scoring to 25.1 points per game while maintaining elite rebounding numbers. His offensive versatility, from post moves to three-point shooting, drew comparisons to Dirk Nowitzki, though some argued Towns had an even more complete game at this stage of his career. "You're looking at a 7-footer who shoots like a guard," said legendary coach Greg Popovich. "That's just not fair." Off the court, Cat's story gained depth through tragedy and resilience. In 2020, he lost his mother, Jacqueline, in complications from COVID-19, a loss that deeply impacted him and the Timberwolves organization. Towns later revealed that he lost several other family members to the virus, adding another layer of complexity to his journey. This period showcased his mental toughness, as he continued to play and perform at a high level despite immense personal loss. As Towns entered his prime, he cemented his reputation as one of the NBA's most skilled big men. In the 2021-22 season, he averaged 24.6 points, 9.8 rebounds, and 3.6 assists while shooting 41% from 3. That same year, he won the NBA three-point contest during All-Star Weekend, becoming the first center to claim the title. This victory wasn't just symbolic, it was a declaration of his place in the evolution of the modern NBA. Towns is a generational talent, remarked ESPN's Adrian Wojnarowski. "He's what the future of basketball looks like." In addition to his offensive prowess, Towns' efficiency and shooting mechanics have put him on the path to potentially joining the elite 50-40-90 club. While not yet a member, his shooting splits, especially for a player of his size, suggest it's within reach, further solidifying his place among the game's best. Despite his individual brilliance, team success remained elusive. The Timberwolves struggled to make deep playoff runs, often falling victim to inconsistency and defensive lapses. Critics began to question whether Towns' skill set, while extraordinary, was enough to anchor a contending team. As the 2024-25 NBA season unfolds, Karl-Anthony Towns has been at the center of speculation about his future. After years of individual brilliance on a struggling Timberwolves team, Towns has found himself linked to the New York Knicks. A move to the Knicks would represent a seismic shift in both his career and the NBA landscape. Could Towns be the missing piece to bring a championship back to New York for the first time since 1973? The Knicks have been building a roster designed to compete in the Eastern Conference. With stars like Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle already in place, the addition of Towns would provide the team with a stretch big who can anchor the paint while also spacing the floor. His ability to score inside and out would complement the Knicks' existing core, and his presence could elevate the team's offense to new heights. Karl-Anthony Towns in Madison Square Garden? That's box office, said an NBA analyst. He could be the superstar New York has been waiting for. Towns' fit with the Knicks also hinges on his ability to handle the intense New York media spotlight. As one of the league's most talented centers, he'd face high expectations to deliver results immediately. But Towns has shown resilience throughout his career, and his determination to prove himself as a franchise cornerstone could align perfectly with the Knicks' championship aspirations. Defensively, Towns' arrival would bolster the Knicks' interior presence. While his defense has been a point of criticism in the past, a change of scenery and a more defined role under a defensive-minded coach like Tom Thibodeau could unlock his potential on that end of the floor. With the Knicks already ranked among the top defensive teams, Towns' offensive firepower and improving defensive metrics could make them a legitimate title contender. The Knicks are just one piece away, and Cat might be that piece, said former NBA player Kendrick Perkins. He's got the skills, the IQ, and the hunger to lead a team to a championship. If the Knicks manage to acquire Towns, the pressure to succeed will be immense. But for Towns, the opportunity to play in the world's most famous arena, lead a storied franchise, and etch his name into New York basketball history might be the challenge he's been waiting for. Towns has had his share of playoff moments, but none that could be described as legacy-defining. In 2018, the Timberwolves made their first playoff appearance in 14 years, with Towns leading the way. However, they were quickly dispatched by the Houston Rockets in the first round, with Towns struggling to make a significant impact. In 2022, Towns returned to the playoffs with a vengeance. Against the Memphis Grizzlies in the first round, he delivered several standout performances, including a 29-point, 13-rebound game that showcased his ability to dominate when locked in. Still, inconsistency plagued both him and the team, and the Timberwolves were eliminated in 6 games. Cat has all the tools, but can he put it all together when it matters most? Questioned Charles Barkley during a playoff broadcast. No discussion of Towns' career is complete without addressing the physical toll of the game. Towns has faced several injuries that have disrupted his momentum at crucial points. From knee issues to wrist injuries, these setbacks have raised concerns about his durability over the long haul. Missing significant stretches of games has not only impacted his rhythm, but also left the Timberwolves struggling to find consistency in his absence. Despite these challenges, Towns has shown resilience. He frequently returns stronger, determined to prove that he's not just a skilled player, but also a durable one capable of withstanding the grind of an 82-game season and deep playoff runs. Every injury is a lesson. It teaches me how to adapt and come back better, Towns once said, showcasing his optimistic outlook. Looking ahead, Towns has all the tools to elevate his game to even greater heights. His shooting touch, court vision, and ability to adapt to the evolving demands of the game make him a player who could redefine the center position for years to come. However, potential alone won't be enough. To truly cement his legacy, Towns needs to embrace the mantle of leadership more consistently. While he has shown flashes of inspiring his teammates, critics argue that he lacks the fiery intensity that defined leaders like Kevin Garnett or Kobe Bryant. Building mental toughness and a killer instinct in clutch moments will be key to his growth. Cat has the skill set to be a generational player, but leadership is what will separate him from the pack, said former Timberwolves coach Tom Thibodeau. Moreover, Towns must continue to develop his defensive game. While his offensive stats are elite, his defensive metrics have lagged behind. Teams frequently exploit mismatches against him, especially in high-stakes moments. If he can sharpen his awareness and positioning, he could become one of the most complete players in the league. So, where does Karl-Anthony Towns stand in the grand scheme of NBA history? As of now, he's a player who has redefined what a modern center can be. His ability to shoot, pass, and score from anywhere on the court is unprecedented, and his impact on the evolution of the game is undeniable. Joining the 50-40-90 club, should it happen, would be another feather in his cap and place him alongside some of the most efficient players in NBA history. Off the court, Towns' resilience in the face of personal tragedy has made him an inspiration to fans around the world. His willingness to speak openly about his struggles has added a layer of humanity to his larger-than-life persona. Karl-Anthony Towns' journey is far from over. With his skill set and work ethic, the potential for greatness is still within reach. But in the NBA, potential is only part of the equation. Championships and defining moments are what truly solidify a legacy. Will Towns rise to the challenge and lead the Knicks, or another team, to glory? Or will he remain a player whose individual brilliance was overshadowed by what could have been? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain, Karl-Anthony Towns' impact on the game is already written in the history books. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Karl-Anthony Towns, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more content like this. Let us know in the comments, where do you think Cat ranks among the NBA's all-time great centers?